What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Neek the Podcast. Neek the Podcast, sponsored by Shit's Burritos. When you're sliding into first and you feel a foamy burst, Shit's Burritos. I am Chris Kiku Kubiak, 1/3 of the powerful nerd triumvirate that makes up Neek the Podcast. Along with me, as always, is the Demon Sour Cream, Josh Raish Alfini, and of course, the man who needs no introduction but gets about a billion of them.
Okay, we can skip it this time.
Gally Hawkmoon, Batman Mini Nuke, Cheek Squeak, Williams, the fanatic with the schematic, or as his friends and family have come to know him, Mecha Ray Godzilla. How are you guys doing this week?
I'm renouncing that sponsor. No,
that was
you cannot sponsor my
45
show.
seconds of shit.
No.
Literally, it was literally 45 seconds of shit.
Other than that, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. What have you guys been up to in the nerd world? What have you been doing that's nerdy, that's fun, that's cool? Let's skip Josh because it'll be long-winded. No, I'm kidding, Josh. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have a beard now, so it'll be short.
I know. He went from Grizzly Adams to Babyface Bugsy.
Seriously, he's just like, hey, I'm 6.
You know, I just wanted to get carded when I go to Rated R movies again because whenever I clean shave, I get carded and Chelsea doesn't, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I can see that.
You slightly look like a woman from the 60s named Ethel.
I mean, you were there, you know.
You slightly look like a bitch, but you don't hear me talking.
Oh, okay, so gentlemen, boys, girls. Anyway, I haven't really.
I'll kick you in your bad foot.
Wow, you went there.
That's fine. I'll still run away from you, old man.
Oh God.
Hey, I had surgery on my knees. They only click and clack a little bit now when I run.
Oh no.
Okay, I'll hit you in them.
Stop assaulting each other, please. Thank you very much. I haven't really been doing much in the nerd world because I don't know. I've just been kind of existing, not doing a whole lot. It's weird, but I have been watching a lot of anime.
Funny, so have I.
So I finally finished Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
I cannot get into that one.
I didn't know if I was, and then I did, and I liked it. I liked Fate Zero a lot more. But Fate Stay Night was good. It was all right. But it was all right. But you know that and My Hero Academia, and I'm pretty good. So
I had to put a pause on My Hero Academia.
Why?
I just have this feeling that a beloved character is going to die in the next episode or two.
Please keep watching.
And
please keep watching. Don't pause. Please keep watching.
And I don't know if me at 35 years old, father of 2, is emotionally ready for the death of a fictional and animated character.
As I consider myself one of your really good friends, I encourage you to keep watching.
No, I mean I'm going to. I'm trying to.
No. I need you to just keep going. Like,
okay.
Just
I mean, I think I'm on
just
episode 45.
Keep going. This is one of those shows. This is a rare case for me that I don't know if I've told you this before, but I'm reading the manga as it's going, but I'm also just watching it as it comes out. That's how good this is.
I hear it's like pretty close, like to the manga.
Like the anime adaptation. Yeah, like super close.
Okay.
As far as in terms of where they are plot wise, no, not even close. The manga is so far. They're so far away. But yeah, anime adaptation is amazing. So, but yes, please keep watching. It will only make you feel sad and so happy and like energized at the same time. It's that good. Okay. It plays with your emotions in the right ways.
Joshua, what have you been doing?
I mean, honestly, not much. Just about the same as you guys. Been playing a lot of Fortnite lately. Getting into
that's why you called me a bitch. You are been talking to online people.
You're welcome, Josh.
Sense.
Yeah, I've been talking with Aaron a lot.
There it is.
That's exactly what's wrong.
Aaron and one of his buddies got me hooked on Fortnite. Ray's been playing with me a little bit too, but oh my god, it's so fun.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
I finally understand I can't build for shit in that game, but it's so fun.
I feel like this second run of Neek is going to be about Josh's descent into madness over Fortnite.
I'm okay with this.
And Salvation Impossible. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I need to go see that.
I'm not a big Tom Cruise guy, but it was definitely fun. And seeing Henry Cavill with a porn stash was pretty great.
You the reason why Batman vs Superman was bad. Wait, sorry.
Well, he is giving everybody in the DC universe free mustache rides.
Nope. Okay, moving on.
But I mean, all joking aside, seriously, there's 2 sequences in that movie that I think are among the best that I've seen, not just all year, but in an action movie in recent memory.
Oh, okay.
Not ever. Just, I mean, recently. I think that some of the praise it's getting, like it's better than Fury Road, or it's like
I wouldn't know
the best action movie of the decade. Like, I think those are a little overblown. But I do think it's one of the most expertly filmed and crafted ones. Like from a technical standpoint, it's almost flawless.
That's good. So, I think, and I kind of feel like those movies have always been like they've achieved stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I think so. That's good to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. So not a huge Tom Cruise fan. Still really, really liked it. Made me interested to see if they're going to do another one after this. But yeah.
All right. So what have I been up to? We bought Ready Player One because I had taken the eldest boy to see it for his birthday, and Brittany didn't get a chance to see it. And this is one of the first films I feel like that I've shown her that she really likes because she's been talking about it ever since we watched it, which is cool. What else? I got really I'm in one of those moods and phases of the year where everything live action on television is just kind of like meh to me. So I've gone back and started watching a lot of anime. I didn't realize how far Funimation has come, especially with the website and the app. So I paid the $6
just for Funimation.
For Funimation,
I need you to get VRV instead. VRV combines Crunchyroll, Funimation, and a ton of other services for $10.
I'm doing Funimation right now. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm a little overwhelmed. If you saw my queue right now for Funimation, it's ridiculous.
I don't want you to see mine for VRV. It's insane. There's so much content.
So as we were just talking about, I restarted My Hero Academia because I watched it when it first came out, and I only watched the first season. And I'm not a purist. I watch things dubbed mainly because I'm normally too tired to have to read subtitles.
Look, listen, dubbed is fine. I'm going to sell this right now. Dubbed is okay.
Nowadays it is. I mean, I can. Okay. Well, back in like the early 90s.
How did everybody watch Dragon Ball Z? Ain't nobody watch Dragon Ball Z in subbed. Nobody did if you lived in America. So I don't want to hear it.
So obviously My Hero Academia. Then, man, was it you, Ray? Or I don't remember who it was, but somebody kept talking to me about Black Clover.
Oh, yeah. I brought it up. I wasn't not a big fan at first, but it gets better.
Well, the funny thing is that we started watching it today, and Brittany typically, I'm not saying she hates anime, but she just doesn't really get into a lot of the stuff I watch. Mm-hmm. And like, she got upset that I started an episode right before we came on the show without her. So I'm really excited about that. Then what else? I never finished Assassination Classroom, the second season, so I started that while I was waiting for you guys to get online. But I watched that one subtitled, and now I'm watching it dubbed just to see.
I'm not really a fan of Assassination Classroom. I know it's got a real cult following, but I don't care for it.
I enjoyed it. No, I mean, I really enjoyed the first season when I watched it previously, so I'm looking forward to it. Then I threw some old favorites in there. Really stoked that I can watch The Record of Lodoss War.
Yeah.
Again, for like probably 9 billionth time in my life. Obviously, Samurai 7 is in the queue and will always stay in the queue. Fairy Tail, because I only ever got up to season 5, so I'm going to start from the beginning at some point and just watch all 7 seasons. That one has always been a favorite of mine, and it will always be. I mean, I can understand it. It starts to fall apart in the later seasons for sure.
I mean, nothing against it. It's just everything that he does is the same.
But it's awesome, so it's okay.
I guess so.
At least he doesn't break his arms when he uses a fireball. Anyway,
okay, he learns and he grows. Don't mess with my boy Deku.
We haven't been to the movies in a while. I still need to see Ant-Man and Wasp. Super stoked to pick up Avengers Infinity War Steelbook.
That's right. That's Tuesday.
August 14th. August 14th is coming out. Tuesday. Right. Digital Tuesday, August 14th.
I'm buying it digital.
And then what else? Gaming. Started the first Darksiders. Have only gotten a couple of hours into it. I think I need a break from the action role-playing genre for a little bit, mainly because I beasted through God of War and then Horizon Zero Dawn. So I am currently downloading Heavy Rain because it is one of the free games for PS Plus users, month of July. And I'm going to go through that again.
Jason.
But yeah, that's been the last week and a half. A lot of cartoons going on. But we got an interesting show for you tonight. We're actually only going to talk about trailers, stuff that came out of San Diego Comic-Con. We got 5. 2 we're going to briefly touch on. 3, I know we're going to go a little more in depth on. One of those 3, though, me and Josh will probably go back to insulting each other and threatening to do bodily harm to one another. But let's start it off with the first one. I know I was impressed with it. Glass. Samuel L. Jackson, James McAvoy, and McAvoy, and some guy named Willis. No, nobody very famous. M. Night Shyamalan's conclusion, right, to the trilogy of the Unbreakable universe.
Shamalama ding dong.
Ding dong. Josh, first impressions?
I'm just so excited that this even exists. I remember seeing Unbreakable a long time ago. I was like, man, this is awesome. I really wish that this is like the M. Night Shyamalan film I really want a sequel to. This is the kind of movie he should be making. Didn't want to see Split when it came out. I kind of still had that prejudice of, man, M. Night hasn't made a good movie in a long time. And was convinced by friends who are like, dude, you love Unbreakable, you need to see Split. And I lost my mind at the ending of Split. So to see this come together so quickly is just amazing, and bring together people from both films. It's gonna be awesome.
Raymond?
I mean, so like we were talking before, and I haven't seen Unbreakable in years, so I barely remember what's happening in that universe. And Split was one where everybody was like, "Oh, it's connected," and I was like, "I don't understand how, but okay." So I'm gonna watch that at some point. I might even watch that this week, since people are kind of just like, "Hey, no, this is happening," so I can at least feel. Because I did enjoy Unbreakable a lot. So, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And
it's coming out soon.
Like, how soon?
January.
Yeah. Oh, no. Wow. Okay. That's real soon. So, yeah, I should do that. I'm going to watch that soon. Because it's interesting. And I feel like he should have kept doing this instead of ruining Avatar. So, that's fine.
I'm still a little hurt over that.
You had to get the dig in.
I'm never going to forgive him. I mean, I have, but I'm never going to forgive him.
No, there should never be forgiveness for that travesty, ever. So for me, Unbreakable is an amazing film. Split, I still have not seen. I'm going to be honest with everybody. It's that movie that I'm always like, God, I need to watch that. And then I forget about it until somebody else brings it up. And then I'm like, I'm going to watch it. And then I forget about it again. So maybe I'll do that tonight.
I mean, we are in a different era of Ray, so I remember I actually watched Get Out. So I mean, I'm making progress. So
the funny thing, I bought Split and Get Out both on the same night because I hadn't gotten through either one of them completely. $5.
Nice.
So yeah, Split's almost always dipping down like $5 or $10. Great purchase.
Good to know.
I'm sure it's on one of my streaming services, possibly, since I have so many.
It might be on HBO.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I think it is, and I have HBO, so I'll have to check that afterwards. Second trailer, which shocked many, surprised many. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Josh, I know you're super excited about this. I just watched the trailer before the show because I grew up in the era of rubber-suited Godzilla, and I loved it. And Ray, you watched the trailer with me, right? At the same time?
I've watched it, yeah, and it looks like we finally are getting a true Godzilla movie. Like, to me, this looks like a really good take on Godzilla. I loved all the old, I love the old Godzilla movies, the old kaiju movies. I love those, like those, those childhood stuff I grew up with that I just really liked. But then, we got stuff like Godzilla 2000, and I was like, oh, okay. And then we got some of this other new stuff. Like, I don't know. Wasn't there another one that came out in like 2016, 2017?
Yeah. The one in 2015 had Bryan Cranston in it.
And it was whack. But this one looks like an actual, this is they're focusing on Godzilla and the monsters. Like, this is what I wanted. Like, I don't care about the people. It's always been about Godzilla.
Right.
That's what it's about. And this one looks like that. So I'm excited.
Josh.
I mean, I'm like Ray, and like you, I grew up watching a lot of the old school Godzilla movies, but there's never been a truly amazing Godzilla movie in my lifetime. And I have a soft spot for the 2014 one, even though I think the human story is just atrocious and they focused way too much on it. This looks to do the complete opposite. Like, the human characters are literally there for us to see the action through, as they should be.
That's the way it's always been.
Yeah, there's you got the human component of Millie Bobby Brown, Vera Farmiga, and Kyle Chandler, kind of as like your core three. And then Ken Watanabe is back, which I'm really down for, and Sally Hawkins is back. That's a really, really solid human cast. And then you've got Godzilla, you got Rodan, you got I lost my shit with King Ghidorah. Mothra coming out of the water is awesome.
Mothra, when I saw Mothra, I was like, yes.
Like, I mean, we've known the synopsis for a couple years now, but to actually see it teased on screen was so awesome.
Beautifully, by the way, the effects for that looked incredible.
Yeah, for a movie that is still 10 months away, it looks really, really good. It was originally supposed to come out this month.
I'm glad it did.
And a couple years ago, when they wrapped filming, they finished filming this like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
They pushed it back because they're like, no, we got to get the effects just right on this. I think Ghidorah and Mothra were throwing them for a loop, but I hope they really nailed it because I have so many fond memories of Godzilla. Whether it's watching the old movies, whether it's playing the atrocious fighting game Destroy All Monsters.
The one on GameCube is a gem. Don't you dare.
I still have a soft spot for Godzilla Destroy All Monsters.
That game is great. Smash
And,
Bros with Godzilla character.
Yeah, I just played as Mecha King Ghidorah and ran around destroying everything. I never ever tried to play the game for real. But yeah, Chris.
I'm interested, but I still am haunted by the ghost of the last movie.
The ghost of Godzilla's past.
The Aaron Johnson Elizabeth Olsen relationship made me want to stab my eyes out with a spork. So really hoping that, I mean, with the 4 monsters in play, I don't see why there would be too much human stuff, but
I'll put it this way. The human people they have in this one are at least far more competent of carrying a story. Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen kind of do the same thing in every movie they've ever been in.
Right.
And Bryan Cranston...
Even with superpowers.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston is just...
Well, that's my big concern, that they're like, we got Millie Bobby Brown. Okay, kill her halfway through the movie.
No, I honestly think if anything, they'll do it to like Kyle Chandler or Ken Watanabe. She's a child. Kids are safe. But, man, it can't possibly get any worse. Everything that 2014's Godzilla got right, they got really right. Godzilla was awesome. I really like the science and the explanation kind of behind everything. But everything on the human side sucked so much ass.
Right.
It was so bad.
Like, it put me to sleep. It really did. It put me to sleep. So I was like, oh, well, Godzilla's not in this movie for like the last 20 minutes, so it's fine.
Yeah. So really stoked to see how that turns out.
Yeah. Well, we got more things coming out of the ocean. Straight from San Diego Comic-Con. The first trailer for Black Panther 2. I mean, Aquaman.
How dare you? Don't you ever breathe those in the same sentence ever again.
Ew.
I had to do it because you want to know why? Let me tell you why. It's not that I think the movie's going to be the same. It's just that I'm really upset that people just can't have fun with movies anymore, and they have to find like any similarity to Black Panther and just be like, oh, they're just copying. Like, who the fuck cares?
I mean, well, the fact is that I think is that people are so simple now they can't draw comparisons from anything else.
Right.
It's like, yes, the most recent thing we've seen. Yes, this looks kind of similar, but the stories are also very similar. Okay, that happens. So
I don't see this kind of outrage whenever there's an Iron Man or Batman movie about.
I don't see this whenever there's a new Disney movie and they're all the same. So, excuse me.
Yeah, they are, and we love them all.
Exactly. Yep. But see, people don't. This is just like Tangled. I don't care. You're gonna enjoy it and sing along too.
It's delightful.
Just one of the people who posted one of those memes was an anime fan, and I just was like, "Do you really want to do this right now? Is this something you want to do?"
Django's messed up today.
I will say, Aquaman trailer looked all right. Like, okay, like it could have been way worse. Is what I'm saying. It was okay.
I'm excited for it. I'm gonna be honest with you because it's ludicrous. Like, I mean, there's nothing about that trailer that looks to me like they're taking it any way that could be considered serious, and I'm down for that. I'm going to be honest with you. It's the movie, even when they announced it, or when they announced Momoa as Aquaman, like I was like, cool. He's going to be a ridiculous Aquaman, and I'm all for that. Like I accept the ridiculousness of its premise.
Well, see, the thing is, though, I thought it seemed kind of tame to what he's been portrayed as before. It seemed very like guarded in what it is. I just was like, okay, so this is like Aquaman, but not like anything different that I was expecting. You know,
watching this trailer. Sorry to interrupt you. Right, this made me feel kind of like how we got a semi-different portrayal of Spider-Man and Black Panther in Civil War than we did in the respective solo movies.
Mm-hmm.
But this almost feels like we took the version of him from Justice League and then took all the Aquaman memes we've seen our entire life and made a love child from them.
That's true.
It looks so over the top and ridiculous. I personally do not think that this looks appealing at all. But I'll be there day one because Black Manta
looks the best,
phenomenal.
I have not. So I'm. This is a knock at Marvel too. I have not seen a costume look that good like in a long time. That doesn't look. It doesn't look fake. It doesn't look fake.
It's not just that. How surprised are you that it actually looks like Black Manta? And there's a reason I'm asking this, because Black Manta, out of all comic book villains, looks mighty ridiculous.
Well, I mean, he's a dude in a wetsuit that has a weird helmet.
Right.
I mean, I think all things considered, that is probably the easiest character to screw the look up of in this movie.
Yeah, you're right.
And they fucking nailed it.
I would say the two best looking people in that whole trailer, Black Manta and Mira, of course. So I was like, for those two people, I'd see this movie.
How dare you forget Jason Momoa with his shirt off?
I didn't know he was, because Mira was there. I wasn't paying attention to him.
Okay.
Like Mira, it looked
yeah. Well, there's that the rumor, or was it confirmed that he is at one point going to be in like OG Aquaman wear?
It's still a rumor, I think.
It's still a rumor
to make the joke, like they did with Luke Cage, maybe, probably.
Well, no, there's a toy, and I saw the toy with, and I mean, it was at San Diego Comic-Con, so it's not like a mock-up or anything like that. It's Momoa in the orange and gold and green.
Interesting.
But it's, okay. I mean, it looks more like armor, like more like his new 52 look.
Yeah, more like the new stuff, which
that's good. But I mean,
they very well could have an explanation for it in universe, like, oh, he's only going to be in that garb for like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, but still, that's going to like tickle me to know.
Oh yeah, anything that kind of tickles those nostalgia feelings.
Right. Like I said, they showed Luke Cage in the tiara and the gauntlets and the weird yellow blouse, and it was hilarious.
Yes, that was incredible.
But you know what? To get him to that point, I got to give props to the writers of that show. True. Like, to get him into the, the costume, I was just like, oh, you inventive motherfuckers for fan service. You go. That's awesome.
So I think that's what this would be, I think, in Aquaman, right. So who knows?
Yeah, I'm definitely very intrigued to see how this turns out. Like, I'm talking a big game right now, but I will end up seeing it just because, I want to be part of the conversation. I do want the DCCU to succeed. I absolutely adored Wonder Woman, and I'm hoping that this will pleasantly surprise me. I've never really loved a James Wan film, so we'll see.
I mean, I'm not even gonna front. I like Aquaman recently. I like Aquaman.
Totally good. The new 52 Aquaman is awesome.
I want to see this because I think that it's crazy that we can still film a movie in water and make it look good. So I think that's going to be kind of crazy to see.
Man, that poster was awful. I have to go back. The teaser poster is terrible.
It got busted for using Getty Images, right?
Yeah, we talked about that last episode.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. I had to go back to it again.
Did it?
It's that bad.
So Aquaman, I'm okay. But the next one I'm way more okay with.
Far more excited.
So Shazam, Zachary Levi.
Sweet Jesus Christ.
I just want to preface this with going, I love Shazam.
We know.
Right, I love Shazam. So when they announced Zachary Levi for the role of actual Shazam, I was a little worried. I'm going to admit it.
I was.
Don't get me wrong. I love Zach. I love Chuck. Even though the last season and a half kind of just fell the fuck apart. But man, as Shazam, it looks like the first honest to God fun DC movie where it's purely fun, and it's something that like if I put my 6-year-old down in the seat next to me, I'm not going to have to worry. Which I'm also putting on Marvel, so nobody caught me on this because recently with Infinity War, I was like, why can't I bring?
I have friends with kids that still won't let their kids, or at least they will be fast forwarding through those things for Infinity War. Like, they won't let them watch it.
Right? No. I mean, I'm going to, this time, but I was really shocked at the amount of profanity in it. But Shazam looks like the one that you can put him down, and not only will he be like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome," but I don't have to worry, and I'm going to enjoy it too, because it looks fun, and they did Shazam right. They didn't try to make him serious or brooding.
Can we have this conversation that Shazam is what Superman should have been?
I'm blocking that from my mind.
Currently, the way they have framed Shazam as the family-friendly, fun hero, we should have had Superman painted in some of that light, and we can never get Superman back to that now. We can't.
I'm only going to halfway agree with you. I feel for modern audiences, and I do agree with to an extent, what people say about they want a more brooding Superman. I kind of feel like he should have been in between what we have and what
he should have been more human, and they put him to an extreme.
Right. No. That I agree with, but I don't think he should have been completely family friendly because then we would have had the argument of, oh, he's hokey again.
We still have Captain America, so whatever.
But see, Superman should be more like Cap that we have in the movies, though, where he's not.
But there was a progression. That's what I'm saying. We haven't had any progression with Superman. He was just, he's here now. He's Grizzle Cap.
I mean, obviously, when they wrote Captain America, they were listening to a lot of My Chemical Romance, and that just came out on the page. I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. Josh, Shazam. Are you doing the floss dance with Shazam?
Oh, dude, I will be there in the theater doing the floss dance with Shazam. Zachary Levi perfectly embodies the character, first off. He's not a super serious character. Shazam is a hokey character by nature. And to me, how Levi portrays him in this limited footage we've seen it's literally like a kid became a superhero. He's so awestruck, and he's like jacking around with his powers and stuff. It's...
Josh.
Phrasing. He is I'm gonna keep saying it. He's jacking around with his powers. Right? And
Shazam 2, jacking around.
Yeah, Shazam 2, jerking off.
No!
Oh shit.
Yeah. Josh.
I mean, he is in that awkward teenage phase where he's going to experiment.
Family-friendly show.
We lost it. It's gone. It's gone.
He perfectly embodies that awestruck wonder I think that we all got as kids reading superhero stories.
Absolutely.
And to see that come alive on the screen like that, even in a trailer, it's really special. And I really, really think that the creative team behind this movie has a home run, and I hope it does good. DC is like, oh, people like this. They want more of these stories. Yeah, we want those ones. Not everything has to be a comedy. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
There's a reason that
we still have our Wonder Woman. So I mean, yeah, I want.
Right.
Please.
There's a reason though that we can have a serious movie, like a more serious movie like Wonder Woman, exist in a universe with a comedy, something that looks at least more like a comedy, like Shazam. And I guess my feeling seeing this is kind of like that feeling I had when I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, this is something special.
I was thinking more Ant-Man.
I mean, I agree with Josh on the Guardians thing, but I don't really think it's comedy as much as the humor that comes from looking at certain things through a child's perspective.
But I'm saying, like, I think that a lot of the humor and the comedy is unintentionally coming from that.
Right.
That's a lot of what we saw in the trailer. That's the funny parts of it. Sorry about your store, and they're walking off, and you're like, I'm a superhero.
Your phone charged.
Your phone charged.
Yes.
So like that, like those are hilarious. That's something that a kid would do if he had powers.
Seems natural, right? And that's why I think it played so well. I was like, yo, you kind of nailed this. It's a kid who is now an adult, all of a sudden with superpowers. What
Now,
the
that
hell?
being said, I am infinitely more curious now after how radically different this is from Zack Snyder's vision for this universe. How in the ever-living hell does Shazam fit in with the Justice League storyline going forward?
I don't really think he does, but
you know what? I think he will, because obviously something has to happen to get the character of Shazam Billy Batson to mature a little bit, and I think that's where Mark Strong characters come in. Because Savannah they didn't show like anything of except the one scene where he catches Shazam's fist. And Mark Strong, as we all know, plays a very good villain. So I think there's something that, where it won't be like, oh, we're calling on this kid for help, but, people will start to see Shazam as a real hero.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they've already established that heroes exist in this universe. So, I mean, it's just, it'll be this is his coming to being a hero. Like, this is his calling. He's already portrayed that he does the right thing. And that's why he's chosen to be Shazam. Like this is why he's already in this situation. Is like,
can we just reflect on how crazy the next 16 months are going to be for DCCU, though?
I hope they're good.
Aquaman, Shazam, and Wonder Woman 84.
I hope that they're good. Like all of them. I hope that they're all good. Like real good.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that I walk out of Aquaman like, damn, I was wrong. Like
I genuinely, like, as much shit as I may talk about that movie.
We talk shit about that movie for years.
I really hope that I go in and I'm floored.
Mm-hmm. I really do. Like I really want to have a good time. Like
I think it will be a good time. I think that's exactly what it's going to be. I don't think in modern day and age you can take a character like Aquaman seriously.
No,
like at all. Like you just can't.
What's the point?
Right. Exactly. And I think
I enjoy Ant-Man. I enjoyed something called Ant-Man, for crying out loud. So
yeah,
let's be real.
I mean, if we can get to a point in on the Marvel side of things where we are appreciating characters named Ant-Man, Wasp, Groot,
Rocket Raccoon,
and you got fucking Hawkeye, the most plain person ever, running around shooting arrows.
I still don't like him, but whatever, it's fine.
But I'm saying, like, if those characters can develop, diehard fan followings, then there is no reason that Aquaman cannot have that same effect.
Oh, he does. It's just that his fans haven't been given something to like satiate their want for something like that yet. So this is the chance. The time is now. But Shazam looks damn good and like a good time, and I want to watch that.
I'll be flossing in the theater.
Hopefully just the dance. Cool.
Yeah. All right, so the last trailer is a trailer that I haven't really seen like anybody talking about. Josh and I are on polar. You son of a bitch. I guess it's me versus Josh and Ray on this one, but Alita Battle Angel, which is from James Cameron and Robert Rodriguez, based on the anime Battle Angel Alita. Why don't you guys start first?
This looks awful.
I would not use the word awful. It looks weird. It looks very weird, and like just because they're adapting an anime, but because they the direction they chose for the main character's model is weird, and it shouldn't be.
Looks awful.
Oh my god, it doesn't look that bad, Josh.
It looks awful.
Like it looks interesting.
I genuinely did not think there was another movie that would look worse than Rampage this year, and yet here we are.
How dare you, good sir?
How dare you insult Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson like that, sir?
Oh, that was a terrible movie, but it's going to be better than this.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
I'm seriously like not trying to be hyperbolic here. I thought the first trailer that we saw last year for this was absolutely atrocious.
That I'll agree with. I think the first trailer was bad.
I think that
the second one was good.
Every single bit is bad. I literally was sitting there just going,
so is it the way that it's cut? Is it
what are Christoph Waltz and Mahershala Ali doing with their lives right now?
Making a fun movie that
this was a terrible career choice.
How do you know that? Tom Cruise did Vanilla Sky and he's fine.
Hey, don't you hate on Vanilla Sky?
See? So shut up, Josh. This is gonna be fine.
It genuinely, nothing about this movie, about this footage worked for me. Not a single thing. And I swear to God, give me a Bible and I'll go find a Bible while y'all are talking and I will swear on it.
You live in Texas and you don't have a Bible handy? Your neighbors better not find out.
I'm in a heathen house.
Oh my God.
I got a gun right next to the Bible. Bottle of
Like I
Jim
said,
Beam.
Don't have a gun either.
The rest of it looks okay. It's just Alita herself looks very weird and out of place. And I'm like, why'd you do that? Why? She's gonna stick out in every single scene and not in a good way.
Oh, and
You know,
see,
that-
that's exactly the feeling I had with the first trailer. And it felt like that was dialed up by 10 this time. She looks extremely out of place.
I feel like they toned actually her face down on the
I was about to say,
trailer.
I feel like they refined it. Like it looks
Yeah.
better than the first trailer, but
They-
it's still super weird.
Well, they definitely cleaned up the bad guys because the bad guys in the first trailer looked like
Looked
shit.
like they
I
were
was-
just rushed out of post
Yeah.
production. I was
and
like,
I was
why'd you do that?
real worried. And then this one, they look really good.
Well,
Like,
this is another one that was pushed back. This was supposed to come out in July.
It's
Yeah.
a good thing that they did.
And it got
because
pushed
was gonna
to
be
December.
rough.
I'm kind of wondering if it even comes out in July at this or in December at this point.
I think that they should push it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, don't go up against Aquaman. You go
No,
that's a bad bet.
you're going up against Aquaman, Spider-Man, and
That's
I
a
think
real
Mary
bad.
Poppins all at the same time.
This one
Yeah.
is officially going out to die, so that's cool.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Don't do that. Like, please push it to next year. December's
James
not-
Cameron, you need to drop the Christmas market.
For real. This ain't a good one, especially with Star Wars and DC now in the Christmas market. So,
and Marvel.
yeah, it's not as much, but yeah, I see.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just
Oh, and what do you call it? You have Fantastic Beasts coming out like a couple
Yep.
of weeks.
there you
before,
go.
so-
Oh my god, this is such a bad time for that.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie had the potential to be okay, and I mean like in a District 9 okay kind of way. Like I really enjoyed District 9.
District 9 and
District
the adjective
9.
okay don't know.
Yeah, it was okay.
District 9 and Masterpiece, maybe.
Maybe.
Nah, it was okay.
Maybe.
It was okay. It was
It's
very,
okay to be wrong, Ray. It's okay.
just as okay as this movie. That's fine. It was okay. But I don't know. Don't give an anime character anime eyes in real life. It doesn't.
Something happened to Ray where his volume all of a sudden went down because, I don't know, you don't just say District 9 is okay on this show. You don't do it.
I almost hung up. You lucky. I thought about it. I thought about it.
This has to be the most random cast we've ever seen in a movie.
It doesn't look bad though.
Mahershala Ali, Christoph Waltz, Jennifer Connelly, and Ed Screen. That's a pretty random foursome.
I mean, at least Taylor Swift's not in it, so it's okay.
Yet.
Yeah. Oh God, please don't do this,
Gonna
Josh.
do the theme song.
No.
It's gonna be this generation's "My Heart Will Go On" moment.
But the thing is, I kind of feel like there's a chance that you're right. Oh no. Okay.
So I'm all in on this film. It's my type of weird. If you have watched anime like Ray and I have, you have eventually wandered into live action manga.
And they're all not great.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Don't you
I'll-
ever say that to my face
No.
ever again.
No.
Ever.
No. Live action manga is at least better than that.
I
Live
just saw a
action
shade
manga-
red. Don't ever say that again.
Like when someone asks you, "Oh, did you watch the live action manga of that?" and you're like, "Yeah, I did," and they're like, "Well, how was it?" and you go, "You know, it was."
And that's where you stop. You just go, and then you leave.
Yeah, you walk right out the door, like the little gremlin that Ray always sends us whenever he doesn't agree with something.
Oh my God.
So this actually looks like it has promise. I know Josh said that it's the most random cast ever, but at least that random cast has a ton of acting chops.
It does. They're people who know how to act. So
And then I have never watched anything from Cameron that I didn't like. And honestly, I got to say, I haven't watched anything from Robert Rodriguez that I didn't like either.
Even
Even
I watched only from Robert Rodriguez I didn't like.
Like what?
Machete.
See, that's that movie that they did it. It's supposed to be a grindhouse movie, so it wasn't like.
How
To me, it
dare
was like
you?
a
Hold
series.
on, pause. Josh, did you send me a Dragon Ball Evolution video? I'm gonna excommunicate you from my life real quick.
They said it to both of us.
I am upset.
Do you know in certain parts of the country this is a declaration of war?
Yes, I think I have stands to slap you with a dueling glove. Wow.
I think it's the first time this has
also-
ever been said to Josh. He might have his hands.
You might catch these hands.
You say that you don't dislike any movie by Robert Rodriguez. Do you remember Spy Kids 3D, sir?
I do.
I can't believe you brought that up.
Do you remember Shark Boy and the Lava Fucking Girl?
That was the one I was gonna say.
Do you remember anything from the past 20 years?
No, it's like 80.
Well,
A sample of the last 20 years for our dear AARP members.
Hold on. First off, fuck both of you. Secondly, those are his prequels. That was his Jar Jar Binks.
So since 2001, he has done Spy Kids.
Wait.
Kids 2.
You said 20 years.
Yeah, I know. We're going back a little bit
years
further.
there.
That is 20 years. That's within 20 years.
Yeah, but you said 20, so you have to go to 1998.
Oh, okay. The Faculty. Okay. Spy Kids. Spy Kids 2. Spy Kids 3D. Okay.
Mhm.
Does anybody remember seeing that in theaters?
Yes.
It was fucking weird. Even at 11, it was weird. Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Okay. Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Sin City. Planet Terror. Machete. Spy Kids 4. This actually happened.
Did that thing happen? Did that actually happen?
That actually happened.
I don't even remember
Machete
that.
Kills. Sin City 2. And then Alita.
So, what? Okay,
One movie in 20 years.
One movie? Are you fucking crazy?
One movie in 20 years. That was good.
What? Planet Terror wasn't good?
No.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking shitting me?
No, I'm not. I swear
Planet
to God.
Terror was amazing. It's an awesome film.
Nope.
I can't even.
I'm
I
out
can't
of this
even-
conversation now.
Yeah, and it fucking sucks. Planet Terror is a good film, Josh.
No, it's not.
Yes, Josh, it is. It's
No,
a
it's not.
good zombie movie, Josh.
It's not.
Grow up, Josh. Grow up.
I did. I left shit behind.
That's because you weren't
Like
wearing your
everywhere
diaper.
or just in toilets? Oh, okay, never mind.
Everywhere. I'm a serial shitter.
You're jacking around right now. I mean, I'm not enjoying it. We need to move on.
Great, sir.
You're inappropriate.
You're gonna regret saying that, Josh.
You not liking Planet Terror invalidates all of these points. I just want to let you know that.
Wow, there we go. We're back. All right. Welcome to Neek the Podcast.
The garbage truck has since exploded.
But getting back to Alita Battle Angel, I will agree that having it in December is a very strange choice because even if the film is good, it's still going to have a niche fan base. This is not something that I think general audiences are going to flock to and embrace.
It's not for them.
No, not at all. It's really cool that something like this has that type of budget to look that sort of way. But I don't expect it to financially succeed. And if it does, I mean, color me shocked, honestly. But I mean, going up against all those other movies that we talked about, or even the lead-ins like Fantastic Beasts, it just seems really out of place in December.
Oh yeah, because if I was going to any movie in December, this one would not be one, unfortunately.
No.
Right.
Not even close.
Like, don't get me wrong, I still think it's kind of weird that people are embracing superhero movies during Christmas, but I guess, yeah, it is kind of a family thing as well.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I mean, I am too. It's just, you know, I even when all three of us were growing up, Christmas movies, they put out one big movie during Christmas. You know what I mean? Like one big movie, and that was a film that you could go to with your entire family, like on Christmas Day, if that was your tradition.
Right.
You know, so seeing all these like movies that, yeah, they're going to be great and whatnot in Christmas, just kind of, I don't know, it's a little awkward to look at. But you know, back to the point, Alita Battle Angel is definitely not one of those movies where you're sitting around after Christmas presents are open and you're already half kind of toasted on eggnog, and you're like, anybody want to go see Alita Battle Angel? Yeah.
Yeah, Battle Angel comes out the exact same day as Aquaman and Bumblebee.
That's a really bad decision.
Right.
I feel like this is going to get moved to January or February to just die.
I will agree with that. Maybe not February because February has over the last couple of years become a month where movies aren't dying. It's kind of like to me, February, March, and April are now the runway to the summer blockbuster, and at sometimes the beginning of the blockbuster season.
Games.
Yeah, February is Lego Movie, Dark Phoenix, and How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Well, luck there. It could beat one of those movies. So,
spoiler: it's the one from Fox.
That's right.
It's the one that most of the cast doesn't even know when the movie comes out.
Right.
When they finished filming like 2 years ago.
So I mean, if it gets pushed to January, you know what? It might have a chance to gain traction. After that, put it on a summer weekend where maybe you have a week or two before the next really big thing comes out.
Straight to iTunes.
Well, I mean, I think that was the whole purpose behind this film in the first place. It was supposed to come out like a week or two before Mission Impossible. So it was going to enjoy like that cushion.
That would have been a good time. Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't get your movie done in time.
Yep. So I can't feel bad for you. Womp womp. Next.
Nope.
I mean, the other thing would have been and this is where I know the movie actually would have been great, is if they would have put it in September, because then it probably would have died unfairly like Dread. Yeah.
I'm not the law. No thanks.
The one, did you watch it, Ray? The one with
I'm sure when it was on TV once, yeah, I actually did. Right after the new RoboCop. Yeah, no, that was a straight to FX movie. Sorry.
Dread or the new RoboCop?
Both of them.
You are a fucking lie.
No, man.
The new RoboCop, I will agree with you wholeheartedly. The new Dread was awesome. And actually, it's going into series on, I think, Amazon, actually.
So it's getting a TV show?
Yeah, Mega City 1.
See? I was right. Straight to FX. But now Amazon's like, we should pick that up.
Can we? But I mean, saying something's going to TV is not like a negative thing anymore.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. I'd much rather watch it on TV.
Netflix acquired your movie.
Oh, no.
Because that usually means it is dog crap.
I still love you, Andy Serkis, and I will still watch Mowgli.
No, not even a chance.
Nah. When I say straight to TV, it's like, oh yeah, that means that when I'm like looking for something, like I'm flipping through channels and I find that movie, it's like, oh yeah, I'll watch this because it's on FX. I did that with a lot of Fast and Furious.
I'm slightly offended that you even still have channels.
I don't have channels. I go to other people's houses with channels.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Why would I have channels?
So it's almost like owning a rotary phone at this point.
Exactly. It's like, you think I have a landline phone? What's wrong with you?
So we actually still sell those at the store, to just do an aside before we wrap up. And every time somebody asks me where they're at, they literally look at me with like this look on their face, and they just say very bluntly, yes, I'm living in the past. And I'm like, okay, they're right over there.
Oh, right there.
But so actually, most likely all of us will see all 5 of these movies.
Yeah. I mean, I'll see like 3 of them. Let's be real.
For sure. Ray will see 3 of them for sure. I'm going to see 4 of them definitely, and I'm still on the fence about Godzilla. I don't know why. I just that first new one hurt me.
It's all right. This one will heal you. It'll be all right.
I hope so.
Okay. It'll be okay.
But with that, guys, do you have anything else to say before we wrap up this 66th episode of Neat the Podcast?
I'm ready for video games to start coming out again. It's like, yes, the Switch is getting a ton of games, but I'm in the space where I need another God of War-esque type game, like that big.
You got 1 more month
scale. I'm ready for
1 month until Spider-Man.
I can't wait for Spider-Man. It's like, yes, there've been some okay games coming out, but man, like after getting like my hands on that God of War experience today, it's like I need more games like that, please.
Yeah, I took time off to play Spider-Man and that week.
I'm just gonna let you know that after playing God of War and Horizon, literally at that point too, where if the story is weak in any way, shape, or form, I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't.
There's other stuff I could be doing. So yeah, I understand. But But I think that's just what do they call that? That's getting old. We're catching up with you.
Well, you know what? Maybe, but I also kind of feel like that God of War story was just so strong.
It was
and
so
the
well done.
gameplay was so strong that when you play something that's weaker, you're just kind of like, but I don't want to invest.
It helps us. It helps us appreciate that stuff more, obviously. But it's like, man, come on. I know it's possible now, so give me more of that.
Right, exactly. Speaking of God of War, supposedly fans found the last Easter egg.
Supposedly, but only Corey apparently knows where all of them are. So
Corey confirmed that is the final one.
Okay, good job, Corey. You did it. You can rest now.
I don't know. I kind of feel like there should be that he's lying, and there's one more, and it's really big. That's going to make us all pop our discs back into our PlayStations just to check it out.
I'm done.
All right. Well, with that, guys, let us know what you thought about all the trailers from the San Diego Comic-Con, and if you're excited for any of them. And, of course, check back with us sporadically, because that's when we record and release sporadically.
Actually, it's a little more almost on the consistent side now, so thank you very much.
Right. But, of course, it'll be sporadic. Once again, we know it'll happen. But, guys, thank you, of course, for listening. Guys, thank you for joining me in this conversation. And, as always, keep it nerdy, and we will catch you next time.
Bye-bye.